Welcome back to the Hockey Shop, source for sports, for our latest gear segment / episode of Shorzy. Little dental emergency, folks. I apologize if there's a little bit of stumble in the speech, but the old temporary flipper is not quite yet ready. Things haven't healed yet, so we're just going to ignore this. It's a hockey broadcast, so to speak.
Okay.
Let's get to the goalie gear. Normally, goalies don't worry about missing teeth. Evidently, I have to. You should see the other guy, Cam. But more importantly, you should see the other part of the new Mach lineup, and that is the M5 Pro, which is in stock here at the Hockey Shop and online at thehockeyshop.com.
Yes.
This is the second price point pad, the next one down from the Bauer Mach, which we talked about a few weeks ago, the all-new pad from Bauer. And as usual, they've done a really good job of bringing features from their top line down to the second price point. Pad's just $1,000 right up to senior sizing. Cam, walk me through some of the features that are included in the M5 Pro and the similarities to that top tier Mach line.
So let's focus on the pad first. The M5 Pro retains that supreme styling in terms of curvature profile and also stiffness, especially in the senior line. Intermediate line's a little bit different, actually. So there's a bit more flex than we would have expected to see. So what this does is give the younger goalies a little bit more mobility, a little bit more flex profile to the pad. We don't want to turn them into too much of a block. They've also adjusted the widths of the pad as well in the M5 Pro. So as you tier up through their lineup, once you get to an intermediate large, I believe the pad is a 10.5 inch wide pad, whereas opposed to the Vapor series, they all stayed at 10 going through their lineup. So something a little bit different there, but focusing back on the senior pad, we still get their StabiliSlide knee stack. A lot of stability, great overall seal, excellent drive down to the ice. You know, it's an excellent upgrade feature for the pad itself. Awesome to see it brought down into their midline level pad. What we don't see on the pad is their core tech in terms of for their face of the pad and the rebounds. So you will see a bit of a difference there. Well worth noting, but however, this pad is still going to kick out a decently hard rebound. That said, you still get the same slide surface as you would on the Mach pad in terms of for their overall slideability. Not that exact same curvature that you'll find on the Mach pad in terms of for the calf plate. There's no integrated calf bracket here as well, so that's well worth noting. However, in terms of overall feel-wise and you're sliding around on the ice, you're still going to get just as good of a push. Moving on to the back, you do see the new style tune fit, which we did see on the Mach pad itself. Again, adjustable from the side, a little bit more like a reverse knee sling. Overall feel-wise, good control, good connection to the leg. A little bit of a deeper channel, again, something that we found on the Mach itself. Similar styling towards that boot as well with that deeper inset. We do find is a 1-to-1 so far. Knees kind of line up, but because this pad's straighter, it's been fitting about a 1/2 inch taller on the thigh. So well worth noting between that and a Vapor.
And when you say fitting a 1/2 inch taller, you mean relative to the Vapor lineup, not
Correct.
Relative to the Mach Pro lineup.
No, so Mach is still 1-to-1 with these guys, but when we're comparing it from Vapor to Mach or, M5 to 3X, for example, yes, I have been finding that the thigh rise has been fitting a little bit taller. Again, that can be attributed a little bit more so to the actual curvature of the pad being straighter on the leg itself.
We see the cushion for the calf as well continues from the Pro line down into this. I keep calling it the Pro line. It's just the Mach line. This is actually the M5 Pro, and kind of aptly named. Despite being a second price point pad, you're getting a lot of what we would normally call the Pro features.
Yeah, I coined that term.
Yeah, I like
Pro
that.
features. I like it.
Pro features. Essentially, what they've done here is given you everything except for that Cortex skin.
And Curvex composite.
But a lot of the features, a lot of the feel, a lot of the extras. StabiliSlide knee on a second price point pad to me is a major win. And this is a pad, Cam, that is going to work well for who? Like what age range, what skill range? Clearly I know us beer leaguers all want to buy the latest in pro gear. The reality is this thing's going to perform for you really well. It's going to get you through beer league sessions, going to get you through multiple seasons. We had a set, I want to say it's a couple generations ago, a Bauer second price point pad that made it through I think it's into its third season now of being used at a major bantam level. So this is a level where you're talking about practices 5 times a week, and the cheaper second price point pad is still going after multiple seasons at that level. So yes, you get a slight reduction in materials relative to the more expensive Mach pad, but durability, like these things are really standing up for us over time.
There's a lot to be, happy with. A lot of the features that they can kind of wear on the pad can be replaceable, like tomb fit's replaceable, the knee strap's replaceable. Obviously your toe ties, the elastic ones, which they do come with, they're replaceable as well.
These are all parts that when you say wear out, I mean, at the end of the day, elastic eventually stretches out.
Exactly. And that, I mean, again, it's a replaceable product on the pad itself. So yeah, we've been extremely happy with the way that, Bauer's midline pads have performed over the past couple of years. So in terms of, who it's for, your growing kid as he's tearing through his hockey, even at his higher levels, like this pad's still going to work for you. Beer leaguers of all levels. Yes, this pad's going to work for you for sure. There's a lot to be excited about, and at excellent value. It's still holding its $9.99 price point, which is great. We've seen a lot of price increases this year, and this is one of the things that's actually stayed the same. So here we go. Nice little win.
Real quick, gloves.
Okay.
M5 Pro relative to the Mach series, what are the biggest differences? Because I will say, like, especially when you get into higher level, even beer league or higher level youth leagues, that's the one thing between the second price point and the top price point, protection levels in glove. How does that change from Mach to M5 Pro?
So no pour-on in the glove. It's still a Curve X base, so you still get the nice rigidity out of the glove and good stability in terms of that sense. We still actually have the tacky finger stalls. I can't remember the exact name for it because it's escaping me right now, but we'll call it tacky finger stalls for now. Great grip on the glove itself, excellent closure. You are going to notice a little bit of that thickness difference in terms of the palm. I mean, hey, we got to make a downgrade somewhere. They don't have catch light on this glove as well. So again, that's just one of the features that you are going to see kind of being taken back. In terms of for overall playability and padding wise though, like to me, this is still something that would cut it at that kind of that mid level of hockey for sure. If you are executing at a bit of a higher level, it might make sense to go with, say, the Mach gloves and then M5 Pro pads. If you were looking to save a little bit of cash, that might be the play to go there. But in terms of overall feel-wise, I could still feel comfortable taking it out for most levels of hockey.
Real quick blocker, some of the differences between this and the Mach blocker.
Cortex, the big one for sure. Overall feel-wise and balance, very, very similar. Rebound pop's going to be pretty close as well, but again, you don't have that Cortex skin, so you're not going to have as much of that pop that you would find there, and no pour-on in the finger stalls as well. So another quick call out that way.
And you're right. I do like it. That is a nice closure in the tacky. I do like that tacky finger.
Tacky fingers.
Now, again, we've walked over some of the differences on this line compared to Mach, but it retains the same principles. Stiffer pad, a little more flex, flatter boot than we saw in the last generation of Supreme. Glove is more of a 60-degree angle in terms of the catch break. Again, a lot of the features, if you need to have them refreshed.
600 break if you want to label it.
What did I call it?
60. 60 would be a 590.
I've been on vacation. 600 glove. And if you want to refresh what those features look like, how they play, how they fit, how they feel, make sure you go back and check out our original review on the Mach. You can compare notes on some of the features for the Mach pads and gloves to what we have here in the M5 Pro before you make that decision. And of course, if you've got questions before you make that decision, whether it's about fit, sizing, style, is this going to fit your game more than, say, a 3X, or will the Mach fit your game more than the Vapor line? Make sure you call Cam and his crew here at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports, or check them out at thehockeyshop.com. They're always available to answer your questions. I know we're always teasing Cam as the expert. The reality is he's trained a whole bunch of great goalies down here on his staff, and they'll all be able to help you out. If they have questions, Cam, about fit, about ordering, can you get this in, are there any custom options on this? Can you get this with your name on it like you could 3X?
3X only.
Okay.
3X only. One quick note, M5 Pro Stick, we will talk about this in another week, so we will save this little gem for later. Nice little quick tease at the end, so give me a call here at 604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
What a pro.
Because we always forget to say that.
What a pro.
Hit the little notification bell in the corner as well, so that way you will be notified when we come out with a new video.
Wow. Between my missing tooth and the fact that I stumbled and made mistakes while you just nailed everything, you're not even going to need me for these anymore. Wow, I'm impressed. Good job, Cam.
Whatever you say, Shorzy.